potato's journey to Europe began with the Spanish conquistadors, who encountered it during their exploration of the New World. They brought it to Spain sometime around the middle of the 16th century, and from there it spread throughout the continent. But it took some time until farmers were able to figure out how to grow potatoes in Europe, especially in the more northern parts of the continent, where you have a different climate and day length. So at first, the potatoes grown in Europe were quite different from the ones we have today. They were much smaller, sometimes the size of a marble. Also, although the potato is a popular ingredient today, at first it was met with skepticism and resistance by many Europeans. Some even claimed that the potato was poisonous and caused leprosy. There was so much distrust around potatoes that they were banned in France between 1748 and 1772. Because of its bad reputation, the potato was only given to animals and indigents, so they wouldn't starve to death. However, once farmers figured out how to grow the potato, they found that it made for an excellent rotation crop. It used different nutrients from the soil, only took 3 to 4 months to grow, adapted well to different types of soil, and most importantly, it was highly nutritious, as Europeans would discover. Europe saw frequent wars that often led to food shortages and famine, so seeing that potatoes helped prevent starvation, some European leaders started to encourage the cultivation of potatoes. One of those leaders was Frederick II of Prussia, who encouraged farmers to grow potatoes throughout his kingdom. In France, it was Antoine Augustin Parmentier, a pharmacist, who helped popularize the potato. He fought in the French army during the 7 Years' War and was captured by Prussia. He and his fellow prisoners were mainly fed potatoes, and he was positively surprised by how nutritious they were. When he returned to France in 1763, the potato was still banned, but having seen its virtues, Parmentier wanted to change that. He began studying food chemistry and advocated for the cultivation of potatoes. After grain harvest failed repeatedly in France in 1770, the Academy of Besançon sponsored a contest to find food alternatives to reduce famine. Parmentier made his case for the potato and won the contest. By 1772, it was legal to plant potatoes in France, largely thanks to Parmentier's efforts. Still, he wanted to popularize the potato among the people. As part of his campaign, he hosted a dinner party featuring a number of potato-based dishes inviting important figures of the time, including Benjamin Franklin and Antoine Lavoisier. He also presented King Louis XVI and his wife Marie Antoinette with a bouquet of potato flowers. They are said to have liked the flowers so much that they started wearing it as an accessory, helping popularize it among the aristocracy. But it was in Ireland that the potato gained the most popularity. The humid, cool climate of Ireland, with plenty of deep, friable soil available, made it the perfect place to grow potatoes. And unlike in other parts of Europe, the Irish didn't resist the potato much, so it quickly gained popularity. It became a staple food that helped feed Ireland's rapidly growing population. In the early 1600s, around the time the potato arrived in Ireland, there were around 1.5 million people living on the island. And by 1845, their population had grown to 8.5 million. But the Irish mainly grew one variety of potato, the Irish lumper. So when a disease affecting potato crops reached Ireland, it quickly spread among the fields, rotting the potatoes. This led to the Great Famine, which caused the death of around 1 million people and made over 1 million flee Ireland, leaving a devastating impact for decades. The Irish were under British control at the time, and they blamed the catastrophic result of the famine on the British, who were reluctant to provide any help. Ultimately, the famine served as a catalyst for Irish nationalism and fueled their fight for independence from the British Empire. The potato's introduction to Europe was a pivotal moment that revolutionized the continent's agriculture, diet, society, and culture. From being initially met with skepticism to becoming a crucial part of European identity, the potato's impact is undeniable. It transformed Europe's agricultural practices, helped prevent starvation, fostered population growth, influenced culinary traditions, and even influenced historical events. To this day, different regions of Europe have potato dishes as part of their local cuisine. From the Spanish tortilla to German potato dumplings, not to mention French fries, which are actually from Belgium. If you like this video, consider sharing it and subscribing for more content. You can also watch our last video if you haven't seen it already, and I'll see you in the next one.